Hi, this is Hi Bob Poor Bob, and we're about to play some Ultimate General Civil War.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Ultimate General Civil War. Today we will be doing Marie's Heights. There's a couple things that I want to touch on here before I get started. I want to say thank you to Fiasco Games for recently mentioning me in some of his videos. I know this one won't come out for a couple days, but this is the first one that I'm recording fresh since he talked about it. The other episodes have been I've been trying to change up the way that I do some things here on the channel. I am trying to put out videos a little bit more consistently and trying to not put out like 5 videos in one day and then not put out any for like a few days. So I'm trying to space them out about 2 days. So I'm going to have a video every other day is my goal. I would really like it if some more people would tell me how you feel about that. Something Compass has been absolutely amazing. He's pretty much the reason why I have continued to record videos and put them out there, because he comments on every single one of my videos. I think there might be one or two that he hasn't commented on total so far. So and he's a YouTuber himself. So for him to take the time and watch all my videos has been really special to me. He's pretty much the reason why I started actually recording full videos as well. And I also want to thank Pandacrout. Pandacrout has been absolutely amazing. He has listened to everything I've said and really wants to make this game as amazing as possible for everybody who wants to play it. He's put up with my skirmishers. I know that he doesn't look at it that way. I know that he likes seeing different people do different things, but in a way it definitely takes some getting used to. I know that I do some weird things. And I just want to thank, I'm up to like 25 subscribers now. So I just want to thank everybody that subscribed recently. It's really kind of cool that I've gotten as many subscribers as I have as fast as I have. So I just want you guys to all know that I want to give you the content that you want to watch. If you guys have any ideas or anything different about the way I do stuff, I really want to hear it, and just let me know. So yeah, I guess that's all I really need to say. Spent 3 minutes of your time here, so, and also, if you have anything, if you just want to randomly say something, I will respond to all the comments, I promise, because I don't get that many. So yeah, have a good one, guys, and enjoy the video. If it'll, move on here. Okay, here we go. Assault at Marie's Heights. So our goal today is to, once again, destroy everyone, because that's always our goal, right? I mean, what more noble goal can you have than to destroy everyone? $24-pounder. Go ahead and, well, let's leave him there. That'll be fine, I guess. Okay, Napoleons, move them up here. 2 6-pounders go about here. We do usually lose a lot of men on this 12-pounder here, which is fine, but I do wish it wasn't quite so many men that we lost on it. So I found this little spot here where there's no swamp, and I have really enjoyed using it to my full advantage. But the catch is that really it almost puts me over here too fast. So I'm not sure if it's actually the best way to go. So we need to bring 4 units down here. One unit will be there. I think I did those like in reverse order. Yeah. Let's do this one in front. And then that one. And then this one. Yeah. Just because that's pretty much the order that they're going to get there. Okay, sniper over. Sniper over. I don't want to go quite that far with the sniper right off the bat because we want to have a chance to actually pick our shots a little bit there. I think we want to move this guy down to about right there. It will keep the HF6 from having full cover, like full 100% cover, but it will give this guy full 100% cover, and I think that he will be in combat for longer. So I think it's more important to get him that 100% cover. And we got both of them moving. Now we just need this guy moving down this path. Hopefully not going into the other water though over there. Okay. And then we need to decide where these guys go. I'm thinking here and here. And go ahead and run both of them. They're going to have a long time to just sit there. Let's go here and here. I think that should be fine. We'll have to turn them around once they get there, but they'll get there faster. And they'll have a long time to sit there and think about it. We'll get in some reserves here. That's pretty much perfect line right there. Funny how that is. Okay. And we are on our way. Just trying to get them over the top of that forest there. Okay, so we take all our parrots and we put them about, let's put them right there. That should be about perfect. And we have Lee hold position. Yep, that guy's only got 94. What? Lee is definitely far enough. There's 100. Okay. And this guy's still got 100. Good. So 3 out of the 4 you can get 100, but the other one you just, there's nothing you can do. Okay. Go and get that guy turned around. Get that guy going that way. Okay. Looks like we might finally be getting the run we want. Finally. Heartland is going up. So I've been having some problems with Heartland. Like, sometimes he goes up, sometimes he goes down, sometimes he just like sits like right here and gets some cover bonuses from this, and it really gets annoying real fast. So I have been having some real problems getting him out of the way. without taking too many casualties. Oh, and now he's coming back down. Hello. I did something kind of special. For the last 2 episodes, I recorded my audio during the battle, but I recorded it with new recording software, OBS. And OBS, I did not turn off the sounds of battle. Well, the sounds of battle get a little loud. So for both this one and the previous one, I've had to go in and do some after editing on the audio, just in the parts where the battle is going on. Before the battle and after the battle will be normal. So we are going to take some shots that I'm a little bit upset with, but I think that it was necessary to push the advantage here. And this shows that sometimes making a suboptimal move can be the optimal move. I then turn around and make a just plain suboptimal move. I was gonna shoot the guys to the north there and then decided not to, and then decided to just act like they don't even exist. And that was the wrong way to do that. Should have moved further to the south to get out of their range, because now bad things are going to happen. And that was my fault. I should not have allowed that to happen. That is a lot of deaths that I just took there. I think it's over 50 deaths that I took there for absolutely no reason. It gained me nothing to take those deaths there. I could have easily have just brought my guy south instead of doing whatever weirdness I did there, and he would have been out of the range of those guys by the time they decided to fire. Instead, I made a mistake, and I paid for it. The cavalry takes some hits down there. I'm a little bit upset about that. I don't know why they took hits, because as far as I can tell, they were unseen. So that's a little confusing. The way this game works with units that are unseen sometimes being able to be shot is just a little bit confusing. Like, I wouldn't mind if it didn't specifically tell me whenever my units were seen. Like that, I would be fine with that. But it does. And sometimes it just isn't true. Yeah, those guys are unseen down there, taking shots. Nobody was any closer to them than down there. So how do they take that many hits? That's a lot of hits. That's a good size hit. That's not just like a couple pops from an artillery. That's like a full, pretty close to a full artillery thing, because artillery don't do that much damage from long range. And there's no artillery units that were that close to them that wouldn't have been firing at things that were even closer. So it's just weird that they took that many losses. I don't know. I'm a little bit upset about it, but not terribly. I think that overall, this battle goes very well for me. Just as well as can be expected of, a battle where I don't play it traditionally at all. I don't play it safe at all. I go for the weirdest kind of things and have every opportunity to be caught out. I will tell you this. Normally, my casualties in this battle are about 2,800 to about 3,500. Even on the battles that I have not accepted because they weren't up to standard for me, I don't usually get more. And I mean, I play these battles to conclusion, and then at the end of them, I tally up my losses. Because the fact is that until the end, you don't actually know how it's going to go. Unless I take like a big hit to a major unit, like a sniper, and I lose like 100 men on a sniper, I'm not playing that through. But if it's just a regular unit and it takes 100 losses, that's doable. Like, the rest of the match could go really well. So there's no reason to cancel out playing one of these pretty long scenarios just because one unit takes a hit, as long as it's not a unit that's like vital to your success. In my opinion, of course. That's just my opinion. Other people probably have different opinions about that. But I like playing it over and over again and seeing what I can do, seeing how far I can go. I'm really upset about this. Losing a officer killed that fast. Seriously, like that's... I know it happens. I know it does. But I lose a couple officers here that I'm just like, wow, you really think I deserve that right there? To lose that officer? That's the one? Not the other one. See, so that cavalry right there that's charging that 333 unit. Do you think I deserve to lose an officer on this guy? Yes. I deserve to lose an officer there. 'Cause watch. Boom. 60 men are dead. That is where I should lose an officer. Not in a unit that just got into melee and hasn't even lost like 20 men. That's not the unit that I... Seriously. I lose an officer on a unit that has only taken 15 casualties in this battle. Right there. I believe. There's an artillery unit that takes 15 losses, and I lose the officer. I was like, wow, that seems really extreme to lose an officer on a unit. I think it's that 24-pounder right there. Lose an officer on him. How? How do I lose an officer on a unit that's barely taken any losses and not on a unit that got shot in the face for 60? I don't know. This game is interesting like that sometimes. I feel like this is going really well. We've already wrapped up almost all of their artillery. And to be honest, this is one of the craziest fights I ever get into. Like, I don't know what happened in this one, but somebody was smoking something, because this is weird what happens in the end. You guys will not believe this. Like, I got so close to having such a good run. It would have been incredible, the kind of run I would have had, if just a few things had gone a little bit differently. You guys are going to be amazed at how badly it looks like it's going at one point in this battle. At one point in this battle, I was like, dude, this is over. There is no way I can salvage this. None. And I just go, let's try it anyway. And we play it through. And it works out. There's some parts in this that I would have never expected. So we're charging down this last artillery unit. I think they only have probably 4 artillery left on the field. That 111, the one down here in the corner, and then 2 units in the center of the field out here, the 344 and the 282 there. That's it. They're already down to 2 artillery units now. Well, okay. I think they just lost that one, right? Or they're going to lose it in a second. And then they're going to lose the other one, and then they're going to be down to 2 units. And we're barely even into this at all. We are slightly into it, but, I mean, really, this is pretty early on in the battle to be having taken out this many artillery. I'm pretty happy with how that has gone. We do get off the charge there. We are pretty low on condition, but we're not too worried about it, just because it'll be fine. It is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. I'm a little bit sad that my men always seem to want to fire at supply wagons. That time, I think I saw it, and I was just like, I don't care. Like, it's either going to die or it's going to live. One way or another, it is what it is. We get off some really good shots here. Completely completely destroy a few units there, and I'm feeling really good at this point. I'm like, man, this battle is great. We're going to do great here. Wait for it. Wait for it. We're about to learn differently. Real fast. It is amazing. I can't believe I salvaged this battle. Just a couple seconds later, and I would have had no chance to salvage this battle. Come on. I think it's already happened, or at least, yeah, it's already happened. The horrible thing has already happened. I can see it on the minimap. There's a little red dot that just ran away from the blue down there. You can see him kind of down in the corner. Not the corner, in the center of the map, but at the bottom there. That little dot is the man that's supposed to be holding the line. I have nobody on my front line right now. Nobody. It's just hanging wide open, and I don't even realize it. I don't know how long it's been, but it has been way too long. And then I'm like, wait, what? This is bad. Look at how many units are sitting on my doorstep, and I've got nothing between them and my artillery. I was like, oh, holy moly. He's got only 45 morale. He can't even fire a volley until he gets up a little bit higher. Okay, finally, he gets up a little bit higher. We're just in time, just before they get in range of my artillery. That was how close that was. If they had started routing my artillery and had moved in harder on me, I don't know what it would have done, to be honest. Like, that was so bad. So close to going so wrong. Then I left that guy on hold fire. So I did catch that he shot the supply wagon. And I'm like, okay, I just got to pull this guy and make sure and run him all the way. And we're just going to move guys forward, and we're just going to pray that we can get into position here. And I get so lucky here. They break that one, and I just run for it. And I get in there, and I'm like, oh, man. And then they start firing at the unit that's already routing. I'm like, oh, come on, guys. And then I'm like, okay, well, we've got to salvage something from this, because this is a great run. And we just did that. That is so cool that we were able to recover like that. So we're just going to make it work. However it happens, we're just going to make it work. So now I'm like, okay, well, I guess I don't need this guy down here, but I've already got you down here. I might as well, get you over here. I left that parrot up there out in no man's land, which made me kind of mad that I did that to myself, but it is what it is. So yeah, if I remember, I'll try to show you guys the unit that lost the officer over there. So we're moving all our melee cav down here so that they don't want to route through. Hopefully, that's the goal. I was getting kind of upset because there was a unit over here, Barney or something, was wanting to fire at me while Barry was still being super annoying. So I go ahead and pull back there. I'm like, okay, so we've got him in a pretty good spot at this point. We're sending our units over to take care of the cavalry for the next section. We've got our snipers moving up. They're exhausted, but they're still getting kills, so happy to let them do it. And we're just kind of moving up and getting into position for the final run. And then I'm like, wait, I've got a big old stack of units down here. I've got a big old stack of units up there. There's no reason we have to let them get back together. Let's just go ahead and capture them separately, right? Seems like it should be doable, right? I mean, we've got a pretty good handle on this. Like, we've moved the line down to the south further forward than I ever have before. I never move them that far forward. I always leave them back. So I'm like, okay, they're starting to route. They're starting to, deteriorate. And I'm like, if they all get down there, they're just going to blow through my line there. I only have one unit down there. There's no way that unit's going to hold. And look at this. They start surrendering, and I'm like, okay, we can do this. We can definitely keep them keep those ones up north, right? Yeah, look at that. They're just like, they're starting to surrender off and on. I'm like, okay, we're good. We got this. Tate, somebody down there starts getting an attitude, and I'm like, no, okay, we're not letting that happen. So look at that. Almost all of them have surrendered at one point or another. Like, I'm like, okay, we're good here. We got this. Problem is that I don't really think about how many men I have compared to how many men they have. So I've got 1 unit, 2 units. They have, but see, I'm looking at that. I'm like, man, almost every single one of those have capitulated. There's like 1 unit of infantry in there that hasn't capitulated. So I'm like, man, this is my chance. And then I move forward, and then all of them uncapitulate all at once. And suddenly, I've already started moving in a direction that I really should have thought about before I went that far. But I'm like, I got this, right? Like, this should be easy. Look at my losses there. I started taking some pretty heavy losses. Much heavier than I thought I was going to. And that unit in the center there is not having a good day. And now, after all this is going on, I'm having to try to move in units to try to help out after bad things have already happened. And that's not really whenever you want to be moving in units, is after the problems happened. So we've captured most of them now, but we took quite a few losses there. Look at that, 22 morale. We went down to 22 morale. That's pretty bad. And now we still got to deal with all these men down here, and now they're wanting to run. And that guy looks like he's about to cross the bridge and go for all the supply wagons that I've captured. And I'm just like, dude, wow, this is bad. We go ahead and capture another supply wagon there. We get in there with our cavalry, and we start, beating up on these guys. And I'm just like, okay, we can do this now. We've got this. So let's just throw all our cavalry in there. See what happens. Maybe we can start getting some surrenders. I have no idea how easy it's going to be to get these guys to surrender because I don't know. Like, none of them had started chain surrendering like the ones up north had. So I just tell them, all my cavalry, go after that guy. That'll make you go a little bit further in there. Hopefully, you'll do that. Try to put guys on hold fire so they don't kill our own men. But, man, Cook down there starting to get shots in. I'm like, man, this is not going well. That guy starts getting out of the pocket. And the units that I've captured start moving out of the pocket as well. They get too far away from my men. And that guy is going to... That next guy that comes out, starts popping out the other side, is going to have a chance to start recapturing some of those units suddenly. And I'm like, oh, great. Oh, great. I see it coming. And then they both pop back. And I'm just like, oh, you got to be kidding me. I was so close. And then the other guy surrenders immediately afterwards. Just like, oh, come on, guys. Like, you got to be like that? Really? You're going to be like that? This guy surrendered without me having to do anything else, which is nice of him to be so helpful. Start moving everybody down and into position to begin the beginning of the end. And we don't have a whole lot longer before we're just going to go ahead and switch back over to the audio here in just a couple seconds of how the battle went, because we're about to capture the last 2 units right now. Okay, that works. Okay, hold. Where is that unit of skirmishers? There they are. Okay, go there. Reattach there. Okay. I think they spawn in like right here. I don't really want to be in range of them though, right off the bat. Let's back off that way just a little bit there. Okay. I mean, that is definitely the fastest I've ever cleaned that up, but I don't think it's the best I've ever cleaned it up, for sure. Okay, well, still got 800 kills with one of them. That's not bad. Go ahead and bring them down here. Let them fire at some angles at those guys. Pretty much just march everybody else down here to the bottom of the map. And I will see you guys in a few minutes, because I'm going to go ahead and pause the video here and be back whenever something interesting happens. Okay, so we have pretty much wiped out everything on this map, and we have gotten it down to the final seconds here, and we are in position. I'm going to try this positioning against the cavalry up here. Don't know how it will go, but we will find out soon enough. I didn't march around everybody too much because I think pretty much everybody's already pretty close to 100. We're getting there. Yeah, they have 10 more than they can go probably, but we're going to be marching them for like 5 hours the next 2 phases, so I think that will be fine. I just wanted to go ahead and tell you guys that this battle went much better than I thought. Normally on this battle, I lose about 2,800 to 3,000 men, and like 2,800 is low for me. This part of the battle, just because of all the marching, all the things that can go wrong. I only lost 2,716 men, which is very good. Where it gets better, though, is that with the quick wrap-up that I had, we did not have as many men shatter, I believe, is what it seems. We killed 30,841, captured 21,154, for a total of 51,995 killed and captured, which brings our kill to death ratio for this portion without medicine to 19.14. And this one has been holding me back for a while. I oftentimes get more like 15 here. So if this had not happened, if we hadn't had this problem happen, and because we lost like a few hundred men probably on that, this would have been basically the best battle up here that I've ever done. I know that I took some losses on the cavalry, maybe that I didn't need to, but the catch is that the cavalry did really good work. 500 kills on these 3 units and 831 on this one. I think that these guys were the star of the show today. Let me know down in the comments what your favorite part about this battle was, or whatever. I know maybe I need to start saying like, comment, and subscribe more in my videos, but I don't know, it just feels weird to say it, and I want you guys to like want to be here, but I don't need it. So we captured 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it does look like we captured all 11 of the supply wagons as well. So overall, I think it's about as good as you can hope for. Yes, a lot of these supply wagons are going to be a little bit more empty than maybe I was hoping, but the fact is that we still captured them all, and in a relatively timely manner. Yeah, I mean, one of them was at half, the rest of them are pretty full. I was expecting more of them to be lower with how much these guys down here were getting a fire at this unit, but the catch is we moved those units in from behind and we just did work. And yes, we lost some extra men here whenever all those men came back, and I thought that they would surrender real quick, and they didn't. I should have ran men down from this way faster and just had these men try to hold them back for a second instead of having these guys just rush in and get, I mean, they got 2-on-1 times 10 and almost broke. So that was my bad. You guys have a good one, and I will see you guys in the next one. You guys have a great day. Be sure to tell me how you feel about everything. See you.